Is this thing on? I think it is. How you guys doing? My name is Smith Alexander.
What's going on? Yours truly, Mr. Handsome Malcolm. What's up?
Listen, man, League of Exemplary Men.
That's us.
We've been having this thing for about 3 years now, right?
3 or 4 years.
About 3 or 4 years. Instagram posts, YouTube videos.
You know what I mean?
High value photos, with good content, and people are always asking us, what exactly are you guys talking about?
Exactly.
What exactly are you guys selling? What
Right.
is there a product? Is there something that you guys are putting out that people can actually buy into? And yes and no. First and foremost, we're both working men. We have jobs. We are not trying to sell you any content that you have to buy so you can line our pockets, first and foremost. However, we are men. We are human beings first. I'm an architect.
And I'm a nuclear medicine technologist.
However, I like to identify myself as a human being first and foremost. So the most important thing you have to take care of is yourself. And it takes a man a certain age or a certain level of experience to think, within this frame of mind, from a perspective where you can say, okay, I have to be a better person at some point. It's not just about getting Jordans, about getting girls, about making a lot of money, or about being a man in whatever social circle or social setting. Those things are very important, because as men, those things, they kind of make us who we are a little bit. However, they shouldn't be the core of our personalities.
Who you are. This is true.
So the League of Exemplary Men is basically just a brotherhood of high content, high value, on how to teach men like where we come from, Boogie Down Bronx, New York, represent.
Yes.
How to adjust and live life as we grow older. Now, my birthday just passed, and I just reached the tender age of 30, and a lot of things change. You have to adjust. You have to grow up in a sense where you're growing, but you're not growing to just be old. You're not growing into societal standards where people are telling you to get married, have kids, and just live life the way that others have lived it. Those things are very great. No knock or no disrespect to anyone who does those things. However, there has to be a certain level of male appreciation of self. You have to grow into yourself. You have to become a higher version of what you've been taught or what you've been told by society.
Very true.
My brother here is a super crazy, just big expert on these things. I mean, he's taught me a lot. This is my elder brother, actually.
That's me.
I know we look the same. We work out, we exercise. That's part of the League of Exemplary Men.
All of that is included.
But he's definitely like a master at these things. He's a master at many things. We each bring something different to the table. So,
exactly.
I'll just let Handsome Malcolm here speak more about,
All right. So, basically to touch base and echo what my brother just stated. Pretty much, he gave you everything in a nutshell. But to go into extreme detail, what I want to implore you and show you is that we're here to educate you. We're here to educate you on being a better person. And you do that by improving the most important thing to you, which is your relationship with yourself. That is the most important thing ever. He said that, we're not trying to sell you anything or anything like that, but what we're trying to do is teach you a lifestyle. We're trying to educate you, and just make sure you understand that the most important thing that you can ever do in your life is improve and continuously improve the relationship with yourself. That is very important.
facts.
From 0 all the way to 30, everybody has a rule book when it comes to men, black men especially. Everybody has a rule book. You listen to rap, and I'm just saying, within the demographic, we listen to popular music and things of that nature. And it tells us to get Jordans and, we feel fulfilled. It tells us to go get a pretty girl and we feel fulfilled. And then it tells us to go pop bottles in the club and we feel fulfilled, right? But then, are you happy? And that's really what we're trying to like,
True happiness.
That's really what we're trying to push. That's the initiative that we're trying to push. Before 30, you have, all the rules. But after 30, what is there to do? Can't really go to every club, you know what I mean? And the pretty girl You know, she probably might or might not be your wife, but after 30, there's a lot of life left. A lot of life left. By this time, you should have your career. This time, you should have, you know, I guess a couple of houses under your belt and things of that nature. But you get all of these things by improving the relationship with yourself, and that's what I'm here to really push and really provide. And, you know, things that I've learned in my experience, because we all know that experience is the best teacher. Things that I've learned, you know, in my past, and things that I'm continuously learning. And I'm going to give you certain key methods on how to improve the relationship with yourself. And that's what LOEM is all about, man. I mean, of course there's going to be the fashion in it. Of course there's going to be the swag in it.
Fitness.
Of course there's going to be fitness in it.
Women.
Of course there's going to be women in there. We're going to teach you dating tips. We're going to teach you lifestyle tips.
Social circle.
We're going to teach you power, money, and respect tips.
How to eat.
We're going to teach you nutrition tips. Everything. We're going to teach you everything. But essentially what we want to do is create a fraternity and a brotherhood, you know what I mean, of men that are forward thinking. We want to think forward, because I've learned in life, not to go off on a tangent, but I've learned in life that, you know, ever since I was born, everybody told me that, you know, happiness is something outside. It's something external, but it's not true. It's internal. It's internal. And the best thing that you could ever, the best gift that you could ever give to yourself is fall in love with the process of getting better. Every single day.
Literally, that is the biggest process.
That's what life is all about.
When you eliminate the item of the end goal,
exactly,
and you just appreciate getting better.
That's it. I would even go as far as saying, hey, listen, don't even set any goals. Just try to get better at what you love. If you like music, just every day go to the studio and get better.
Right.
Don't try to make it past Jay-Z. Don't try to make it past Beyonce. Just get better. If you love basketball, go to the courts every day and try to get better. Fall in love with getting better.
Right.
And then it'll be second nature. When it's second nature to getting better, you'll become the person you are.
And this is how you
want to be.
And this is how you improve yourself a lot, by, you know, falling in love with the process of becoming better. Because a lot of people, it becomes so overwhelming for them to think of, I'm currently working a piece of crap job and I want to be a doctor. You know, so they think it's such an insurmountable task that they have to, you know, conquer. As opposed to when they look at, like, you know, when you create a micro board. This is something that I'll be talking about a little bit in my videos. When you create a micro board or a set of like micro victories, you can actually, you know, set up yourself and measure yourself towards success or towards your goals by quantities. You know, and this is what I think you know, Handsome Malcolm is speaking about more in depth, about how to fall in love with the process of just getting better.
Just get better, man.
Listen,
and
man,
get better within one more point now. Getting better within your personality too. That's along with what we teach here at the LOEM, is we're trying to help you get better you, not what we think you should be you. Because we could easily come in front of this video and say, you know what, I'm L.O.E.M. I'm Handsome Malcolm. And
listen, man, that's not real life.
That's not real life.
It's not real life.
It's not real life.
It's not real life, man.
We are James Bond-esque. We are.
You might have some moments.
Yes, we might have some moments, but we could easily come up here and make sure that angle is perfect, and make sure my tie and my bow tie is on point, and
make sure the diction is
I'm
clear,
stiff, and act like I can't move and I don't have a life. But that's not my personality. I'm a person, and you are a person, and I want you to give you tools so that you can implement it in your life. I don't want to take over your life and say, hey, listen, this is what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be this and this and this and this. Because we could easily come up here in both black suits, both fat bow ties, both. You see the personality in the way we dress. We see the personality in the way we speak, the way we express ourselves. He chooses to wear that hat. He chooses to wear this. I chose to wear this. I chose to wear this. We both could have came up here in a uniform and act all uniform. But we said, you know what? That's not what LOEM is about. LOEM is all about getting better within the person who you already are. That's it.
It's true.
That's it.
So, lads, I know this is a very general video, and I know we just rambled and spoke of a lot. We did not script this at all. These are things that we've been literally, you know, thinking of and speaking of within our own social circle for quite some time. And we say this is too much value to just keep it amongst ourselves, you know, like, because the goal, like he said, at the end of the day, is joy and happiness, and we all want to be joyous and happiness, especially over the tender age of 30, and even under, for many people. This is not just a 30.
So you have something to aspire to.
Exactly right. So anyway, League of Exemplary Men, signing in, signing out, however the kids say it these days. We have a lot more videos, a lot more content, and a lot more high value coming to you guys. LOEM, it's a brotherhood. Everyone's welcome. Fraternity. It's good.